Go.
The Shut Your Mouth Lounge, episode number 360. There are a variety of Stone Cold jokes that have already been made by my compadres here before the podcast. If you have any, leave them in the comments, and we won't read them.
I probably will. The other two, who knows?
We may be sent in, like, if your comment is sufficiently displeasing, Pink or I might be deployed as secret operatives to silence
him
you. Pink might be a bit more effective. He has experience with Rainbow Six Siege, which I think is close enough to this sort of operation.
Pink repels in and fuses the best commenters.
Somehow kills you and me into the bargain, getting the complete fuse ace.
Yeah.
That's how it's gotta be. It's how God wanted it to be.
Just doing the fist pump. That's what the fuse device was built for, baby.
The channel goes through a transformation like Tested did. It morphs from just being tested to Adam Savage's Tested. So the channel becomes Pink Sparkle Puff's Devolution. It's just Pink.
Pink doesn't remember the fucking password.
I mean, in theory, Pink should have this account tied to his one like we all do, so...
That's true. Oh, man, alright.
we all have an advanced switch set up, so that upon all three of us dying, the channel explodes.
This is true.
Does it take the particular Google server with it?
Yes.
And we wouldn't have it any other way.
If our channel goes, so does Markiplier's?
Yeah. No, it's all channels starting with D.
Oh no.
Say goodbye to Defunctland.
No,
Yeah.
no! I've seen a couple of their videos. That would be so sad. But it's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Oh man, alright. Pink.
Yeah, boy!
Do you still have one of those YouTube channels we've been talking about?
I do, as a matter of fact. I think I do anyway. Let me double check. Yep, I've got a YouTube channel. It's there. It's alive. Well, it's really breathing, but it's alive. And I have not gotten around to uploading this. I'm joking here. Pardon me.
Help him!
I have not gotten around to uploading the Overwatch and Rivals that I said I was going to upload last week and the week prior, but Overwatch is edited at this point, so that will probably be going up in the near immediate future, I would assume. So expect Overwatch first, and I don't know what the deal with Rivals is. I forgot where I put it, but I'll find it. It'll be up.
This is because you didn't pick support.
That actually might be true. I don't remember.
I think you and me were both pretty good about picking support and tank in those recordings. There are definitely a couple times where we just said, fuck it, and pick damage. But luckily, that usually tend to be the times where we'd have a Rocket or a Jeff on the team.
Yeah.
I think the upside to Jeff there, not to start a Marvel Rivals discussion, just get this in quick there, because it only just now occurred to me. I feel like probably a lot of people that play support in Marvel Rivals play it just so they can get the Jeff ult play of the games.
Yeah.
And get the dunk.
Yep.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, Jeff is definitely the most common strategist, I would say, by far. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, Overwatch, maybe. Addy, what's up?
Well, I actually began production on a new review.
Oh!
I wasn't asking about your YouTube channel. I asked what's up.
Ah. The dog.
How is it hanging?
The dog is up.
The dog's up!
Oh no!
Somebody get him down from there. He's grounded.
I will find this up dog. All right, the review. What's up with it?
Yeah. I began scripting a Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories review. Never mind that I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I am like 95% done with the game. Like, ironically, I think I'm fine. I know I know the game mechanics. I know I know genuinely know all of the story because I have seen the game before. I just didn't play through it. So I don't believe the game can pose too many new things to me now that I'm stuck still looking for fucking door cards. The game is like, hey, motherfucker, do you have a 3 card? And also, can you give me enough door cards that round up to 99? And I go, I don't have a 3 card. So I've been trying to grind the 3 card for the past 2 months. So yeah. Yeah, I started working on a Kingdom Hearts review because I figured, hey, I have like a month off from school. I may be able to get some use out of it, maybe. So I'm trying to get this together, and then once it's done, then I will try to move on to other reviews, maybe. We'll see how long this takes. But, yeah. So that's getting done. I believe I'm at like 1,000 words already into review, and I've only done like a cursory like look through the story. And just said, hey, we're talking about this game, so that's cool. Maybe this will have some time.
All right.
Then. And yeah, I forget if I said so. This review is planned for March.
Ha!
Because I know that I wouldn't be able to line shit up for before then. Like, you know, I couldn't really just do it for like February or whatever. It needs to come out in March, both because the last Kingdom Hearts review came out in March, and so I feel like I should continue that. And also because you know, that gives me more time to hopefully be able to work on something after it.
Yeah.
Then, on the second channel, in Kingdom Hearts, we continue collecting dogs. Then, Battle Arena Toshinden 4 introduces Gun.
Oh no.
Then another clip from the archive, we see Warframe's best cell, where I shot a guy and then like half a minute later he realized he was shot. Because server ping is a thing. Yeah. And then finally, on the 17th, in Digimon Survive, we realized it was Goku all along.
It was?
Our friend Goku or the anime?
I think in this case it's Son Goku, not Bob Goku.
Okay. Bob Goku.
That's the Goku I was thinking of at first, but yeah, I guess other Goku makes some sense too.
And then that's it.
Oh, Jesus.
Every week I look toward the next week for whatever reason. I guess I'll shout this out right now while I remember. Apparently the title I gave to the Bio Freaks video is I Can't Measure a Freak because the game sucks so much and I didn't want to play it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But who would want to match their freak?
Mac muscles.
Yeah. God bless his really stupid heart.
Oh, anyway, yeah. W.
Yeah. All right. Ahem. On my own personal channel, expect Rivals of Aether whenever I get around to uploading it. Anything else is a mystery. On the group channel, on Wednesday, January 8th, Payday 2 Part 44. On Thursday, January 9th, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Part 20. Part 5, not Part 25. We didn't play that much Marvel vs. Capcom 2
yet.
On January 10th, Friday, God Hand Part 4. On January 11th, Saturday, King of Colosseum 2 Part 3. On January 12th, Sunday, yep, that's the day. January 12th, Sunday, For Honor Part 12. On January 13th, Monday, Danganronpa Part 25. And on January 14th, Tuesday, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Part 6.
Very nice.
Yes. Now, as for today's topic, what were the most fun videos to record, regardless of what actual quality you felt the videos turned out, whether or not we actually said or did anything funny? Just the most fun videos to record for one reason or another.
I mean, one video where I feel like it was both fun to record, and you can also see how fun it was, at least from the reception that I've heard from it. Human Fall Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of mine.
Human Fall Flat's up there. It was pretty good.
Like
Human Fall Flat and what is the other one that's similar to that? With the boat or other things?
Sea of Thieves.
No, not Sea of Thieves. I know what that is.
The boat.
It's not a boat, but God, let me open up Steam. I'll remember the name when I see it in my library, obviously.
Oh, Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts, that's the one. Yep.
Gang Beasts was pretty good as well, yeah.
I wasn't there for that. I have no opinion.
Oh,
were
did
never
we not
part
get
of
you
Gang
in for any
Beasts?
Gang Beasts? I thought we did get you in for at least one of them.
No, we all
Really?
y'all played Gang Beast. It was the two of you, Goku and Mike, who played Gang Beast together. I edited the videos.
I thought we got at least someone else in there as well. At another point, was that soon?
Maybe.
Maybe
I don't
that's what
know,
it is.
'cause-
I thought we did have like all four of us at one point, but I must be wrong because, well, I have to be wrong. There's no explanation otherwise.
No. I bought Gang Beasts and Little Company and something else, another multiplayer game, Overcooked, and because I made the monetary investment into multiplayer games, that means that we will never get around to it. Like it's just. It's just one of those things that I've come to learn, that like if I invest into any money into any multiplayer thing that we do, then it is guaranteed that we will not play it again. I bought Pyramid Head in Dead by Daylight, and that was the last time. Like that was actually the last time we played Dead by Daylight, and we still have yet to. So, and if memory serves W, we were in a call while I did that, and I went, I am making sure that we will never play Dead by Daylight ever again. So far,
I think so, and I think I said you should not do this. You'll waste money. I am remembering this event, yes.
And so far, my statement has held true.
So far, so good.
All right. I think one net answer for really a lot of it in terms of the videos that were fun to record but didn't really turn out. Smite.
Yeah.
I think Smite is really the only game I can think of where all three of us were really trying really hard to be good at the game and not so much to be funny or entertaining or to have a laugh with each other.
Yeah. Smite doesn't offer a lot of opportunity for funsies, that's for sure.
No, it really doesn't. And the closest it got was sometimes when we tried the meme builds, but even then, like, the meme builds really weren't themselves that funny. And even when we were like, I'm going to take all the stuff that shouldn't be good on this character, it's like, well, you still tend to play the character the same way, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, even when I took all the damage stuff on what would ordinarily be considered a very tanky hero, like, I don't remember who was even a tanky hero, but he still would wind up playing the same. It's just that, like, he'd get slightly less assists and slightly more kills, or more often than not, slightly more deaths.
I also feel like for like it might just be that I don't remember the recording process, but I feel like I remember the Borderlands 3 sequel being fun in a different way to record. Like the video sucks, We were miserable during the video, but there was some manner of fun where you went, wow, this game sucks. Just one after each other. And then that somehow made it fun. like
I can't agree. I had a miserable fucking time with that game on every level.
because like see from my memory, the Borderlands pre-sequel video, when we recorded that was still like a step above in fun to like Mod Runner or Mod Runner.
Mud Runner, I think, was a very neat idea. Like Mud Runner and Borderlands, the difference is between them. Borderlands, I was just like, fuck it, it's worth a shot, I guess, because it works for other people, but admittedly, it doesn't appeal to me. Mud Runner, I was like, that could be funny and memey, kind of bad, kind of like slow and drudgery, but like, no, it wasn't the fun, memey kind of slow drudgery. It was just like the boring, unexciting variety of slow drudgery.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
To contrast the question, I guess like the most unfun recordings that I remember are Mod Runner and I'm forgetting the name of it. Shit, the one where we sing Dancing Queen, where sing in quotation marks Dancing Queen.
Oh, Crackdown.
Yeah, that one. Like those are the ones that stand out to me as like, man, these like the time we spent with that game was not necessarily miserable. Mod Runner more so. Mod Runner was miserable. Crackdown was just kind of boring, and like whatever. Like it was kind of nothing. Whereas Mod Runner was actually bad.
I can remember one joke I'm happy with from Crackdown. And it was one of us cracking it while we were just fucking in the tutorial waiting for something cool to happen.
The bear.
Is at some point, at some point, I think one of us jokes about assault with bare hands. Addy adds, what about just assault with a bear versus another animal, right? And I chime in with, at that point, you're just playing Pokemon. I'm proud of that one. The rest of that video is just kind of a blur of me trying to make things happen and nothing happening.
Yeah. Like we even tried to go into like a Waldorf area. I remember with Pink was in a car. He was supposed to infiltrate the place, and then like all that happened is that we threw the car, and because the car physics were weird and wonky, the car landed in the sea, and nothing happened.
Right.
Oh shit.
Oh no! I just found another one that was miserable. The two, I guess. But when I see one, I remember the other. Fucking Brutal Pause of Fury and Balls.
Balls was terrible.
Balls, I found at least somewhat entertaining of like, what the fuck even is this? How did this come to be? Why did this come to be? What even is this? Brutal, it was just like, Brutal is like Street Fighter 1.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even.
why Brutal doesn't really resonate with me as much, because it's obviously a bad game, but well, I don't even know what console would have been on, but
Mega Drive,
it's
Pink.
just
Mega Drive.
move. I don't know what that is. It's
Sega.
move, your punch button, and then maybe another punch button, and that was it. So it was the game absolute garbage? Yes. But there wasn't near enough of anything in any way to make it even sort of somewhat memorable to me.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason like I tied the two together because I didn't go back. I just thought about the games after we recorded them, and I realized that Brutal Paws of Fury and Balls 3D are mechanically the same game. I'm not even joking. They literally have the same control scheme.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So like, I
think
I just think of them as the same like two sides of the same coin. Is just whether you prefer shitty music and ugly 3D or whatever the fuck pixel art we got out of from behind the dumpster.
meh. I think for me, Brutal was one that I really just could not fucking stand. I think just simply it felt like something that you would make with a very basic game dev's toolkit, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was just so much like, oh, this is just fucking garbage. Yeah, nonetheless, yeah, this is supposed to be the most fun videos to record topic.
Yeah.
Though I guess that's a adjacent one to do. I,
Yeah.
The most fun I have ever had backseating someone in a couchless co-op was definitely, and this may be a bit sadistic, Addy, I'm sorry, but the fucking death room in Dead Space 2. There was so much japes in that room, and like I'd had a bit of trouble in that room, but it really was like a combination of like you'd occasionally make a slight error and that'd get you killed. But for every time that you did things right, something cosmic went wrong to kill you in that room.
Yeah. Revengeance.
And there comes a point. What?
Revengeance.
Yeah, there comes a point where so much shit goes wrong for somebody else that even though it feels mean-spirited to laugh, you can't help yourself because it's like, what the actual fuck are the odds? You know?
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, that's ooh.
Okay. Another one that I remember, the good one that I liked was Nekojishi.
Isn't that a character?
No, that's the furry grandmother game.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I went into the internet game, going like we'll do this for the funsies. We'll sit down like Pink and Alex, because at that time I figured it would be all three of us. Pink and Alex will like scream about something happening because I figured it would be a weirdo game, and yeah, and then I'd left, and then we'd got the recording. That was my thing going in of like, all right, it's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck in a way that's like good for a one-off joke, and then we'll cut the recording. And instead, what it was is just it's a slow ramp up of absurdity to the point, and the writing is also kind of funnily worded sometimes because it was written in like Taiwanese or Chinese, I forget which one originally, and it's a rough translation into English. And so, like, as Pink and I read through the game, it just got into this thing where, like, we would laugh at the writing, we would laugh at the things that it proposes, the ideas that it puts up, and it just made the recording session so fun. Like, it was a lot more fun recording that game than I figured it would be.
For sure.
I mean, just the idea. So that was a 40 slip, I guess, because it's a furry dating sim where you're not a furry, but all of the people that you can date are furries, or and throw cat people, and one of them is like your guardian spirit, who for some reason wants to fuck you, and at some point. He says that he's like the main character's fairy godmother, but I misread it as furry godmother, so that's why that stuck around. There was also, I forget what was the context, but the other part that really stuck with me is they're standing this guardian spirit is standing in front of like the one JPEG of the room that we have, and there's a window in the background, and I don't know what he said, but I accidentally read it as "Behold anime." I remember making the joke that like he has behold anime, and then he just jumps out the window. no explanation.
Nothing more anime than that.
Yeah. But yeah, that game was funny. There's only one other plot point that I remember, which is like the your character's senpai is also a cat person, but he's like able to cloak himself to be a people person among people. Yeah, and then because for whatever reason the guardian spirit is revealed to the main character, the senpai is also revealed to be a cat person because he shows his true form for whatever reason, and he's like, "Hey, I've been hey, I'm homeless right now. If you let me crash, you can fuck me." And then that's his dialogue. And the main character, because usually from these sorts of games, the main character is like, all right, and then they just do it. The main character is like, what the fuck? Get a hold of yourself. So I like that. It wasn't written like it's not a porn thing, at least. Like when I say that they want to fuck the main character, they want to be in a relationship with him, but still, uh. But yeah, like some of these things just like because of this shit, it was so much fun to record that game. Oh, another one I just came across another one. Cliplash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Cliplash, I feel like that might have been the one where we played with Mike. There was one round where we just got all of the bad prompts, or all of the ones that you can make jokes out of. But like for every 5 turns that you get no good prompts, you would get one wrong.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm going through the channel, just looking at the thumbnails, trying to remember the recordings of these videos, and like I'm trying to take out the notable ones because it's like, oh well, Seigoku Basara. Well, I had fun recording that because I like the game. Okay, very interesting, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I think it's fair for any of us to avoid any of the ones where it's like, I don't know if the others necessarily had that good of a time. I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
Though, to be honest, like when those happen, it's still like a lot of the fun is kind of sapped by the awkwardness of like, well, I kind of feel like an ass for enjoying this game while no one else is having a good time.
Prey. I remember
Prey
Prey
had a
being
good
fun.
couple gags, but
Yeah.
the game didn't really keep you on your toes too much, though.
True. I just
I was
remember
surprised at the lack of like tension in that game.
Yeah, and I remember that, like, I guess now that I try to think about it more, I remember the boring parts a lot more, which were pronounced more so in the latter half of the video. But in the middle, there's a point where we pick up the do you want to be a motherfucker like Einstein news reel, and then for a couple of minutes of video time, which is actually like a half an hour or so, like it was good. We had a good time recording the game, and then like before and after, it was kind of just boring.
Yeah. On the whole, though, I think that that video was very much worth it for the couple of gags it did bring in.
Okay, here's one that I think I don't know if y'all remember this, but Hunter Call of the Wild.
That's an awkward one because there is like one memory I have of that game, which is one of us jumping out of a tower and killing themselves. But other than that, and like, I think you at one point sprayed pink with deer piss.
No.
And other
Pink,
than that,
Pink,
is a video that I only remember for you saying that you really enjoyed it.
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
I need to step out for just a minute here. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Yeah, in the Hunter Call of the Wild, before the video started, y'all, the two of you spent, I wanna say, genuinely half an hour drenching each other in deer piss.
Oh, I was
Pink,
the one that did that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that was you. Pink jumped out of the tower, I think. And then in the video, like we didn't really, because it's it's a hunting simulation game, and it's a simulation game, so it's slow. So I think the two of you just tried figuring out whatever, and we just basically held a podcast while we did it. But it still had bits like the Ronald Reagan's presidential furry report, which is something that every president has.
Oh.
That was a bit.
I remember us at one point having Ronald Reagan wrestle, but I do not remember the presidential furry porn.
that was a bit that you came up with.
Oh.
Yeah, because you instead of Ronald Reagan, you said Ronald Reagan, and then I Yes, and then that with saying, Ronald Reagan is in the first one going Ronald Reagan homo. And then you said like no something about the presidential furry porn. And then
Okay, I don't remember this still, but I'm happy with it.
it became a running gag for a bit because you also referenced it in when we played Strive, or we tried to play the Strive beta, and then we instead went and did Operation Dolphin on Big's house in Minecraft.
Okay, I do remember something about us getting being so disappointed with Strive that we just went and did something fucking else.
Yeah, we went and did Operation Dolphin on Pink's house, which included taking his donkey and hanging it.
Yep.
I believe we put whatchamacallit, a lava pit under the donkey so that if Pink tried to get it down, then it would die.
Right. That was among the more mean-spirited things we did.
Yeah. Then let's see, what else did we do? We replaced Pink's floorboards with glass, and then we put a lava pit under there too. And then you built the dolphin engine, or you built the villager engine, which didn't work. So we built the dolphin engine instead.
Yep. Oh Jesus, yeah, that was.
But yeah, like before we did that, while we were still in Strive, I remember this from the video that you say like, I forget why or how it came up or whatever, but you're just talking about like going to the Pentagon and deleting all of the presidential furry porn of like McCarthy or whoever.
McCarthy, so might be gay furry porn.
Yeah. There's other kinds.
You know.
I mean, I see that genuinely 50% or so of furry porn is straight, but you know.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people that played Star Fox Adventure, isn't it?
No, it's a lot of like roughly it's, I wanna say 50% gay furries, 25% straight furries, and 25% I'm not a furry but.
Oh.
Speaking of, I guess, Zoo Tycoon. I remember that being fun. But like once again,
yes, that game wound up being, that was one of those games where we were able to do quite well with a game that did not that was not built for our kind of goofery.
Yeah. Perhaps
around that.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Perhaps a weird one to throw out. Silent Hill 2.
Oh God, yes. The
like, Silent Hill 2 was fun, both because like I actually knew some spoilers, but it's been long enough that I've seen those spoilers and I didn't remember them properly. So I would make a reference to them, and you'd go, "Oh no!" And then the 15-minute boat ride.
Yes, the boat ride. We actually, if memory serves, had some good discussions during the boat ride.
I think the discussions were mostly just about like contemporary horror media and Fatal Frame, and it being fucking dead.
That does sound right.
Probably something else too, but I don't remember what.
While we're in, there's quite a few games in the Xbox Game Pass era. Okay, Overcooked was a lot of fun to do. Like, Overcooked demanded something of us that no games do, though. For us to just be going, oh God, do this, that, there, another, we got a plan, plan fucked up. Okay, the fries are in the sea. My fries. I forget, how did you feel about Overcooked?
I forget, honestly.
Huh?
I think I was ambivalent. Like I was just like, game.
I thought you were about to say, gay.
That too, I guess. Whatever, sure. Why not?
It's kind of an odd comment from Addy there, but okay.
What do you think about Overcooked? Gay.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Operation Claymore, all 3 or 4 times we did it. Because there were some good, I remember there were some good discussions during several of the Operation Claymore incidents.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most exciting content in the world, certainly. But it was definitely amusing.
I came across the video, so I had to shout it out. Virtual Fighter.
No.
Oh boy.
I know, I had fun. See, the problem is, the problem with me gauging how much fun we have with any one recording is that I am a gremlin that lives off of other people's displeasure, so like... So there are certain recording sessions where y'all are miserable, and I'm just like, yes. And I'm just like, there's the purple miasma flowing into my hands as I gain energy. but
Oh shit.
and so like, you know, because of that, I remember I remember us having fun during those sessions, because I remember I had fun, and then, you know, that's there's only like, y'all need to be really fucking miserable for me to notice during anything, or sometimes even during the recording that like something is off. There's only been a couple of times, like, I although I feel like that's a thing for all 3 of us, where like you only really feel when the others aren't enjoying it, like, near the end. Because there's definitely been
I
those
think
times.
there's been like maybe 1 or 2 times I could tell in the middle that something was going on. But for the most part, it's not until we get to the end when you hear the Addy say, "All right, I stop the recording," and someone makes a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to tell with people that aren't pink. I'm struggling to remember one video that when we were recording it, I was thinking to myself, Pink is having a shit time right now. Because like anything that Pink has had a bad time on, we've not found out until later.
Yeah. Pink, you need to complain more.
Yeah. I think for a lot of the Dead by Daylight recordings, Addy and I are united in that one, though it took me a while to come to that stance. Because Addy, you pretty well didn't like Dead by Daylight from the jump, right?
Yeah, I mean, my thing was just like, my thing was always the same, honestly. My problem with Dead by Daylight, which is, we played Dead by Daylight when it was free for the weekend, and I went, neat game, I guess, but I don't really like the gameplay loop. And then we started playing Dead by Daylight with Mike, and I went, you know, I'll put up with this because I always do. And like, you know, we can still have fun. Like, I have had fun in games that I don't enjoy. That's the other thing. So I went, hey, maybe it's one of those cases. And then we played nothing but Dead by Daylight for 4 months.
Yeah.
And I went, nope, not. I don't have enough fun to balance out how much I fucking hate this gameplay loop.
Mike's issue is that he pretty well never just likes a game, plays it 2 or 3 times, and he's good. Mike, when he likes a game, he plays it a dozen times for a dozen hours each. And that's just who he is. But nonetheless, that does result in like the shenanigans with Dead by Daylight. Ooh, Dead by Daylight, that I can definitely recall several times though where we were Dead by Daylight's one where I can recall several times where we had just started playing and I could tell Addy was having a bad time though. You know?
Right, yeah.
Which, you know, fair enough. but that's comparative to games where we were figuring out in the middle. Right, like Dead by Daylight was one where we would be starting, and I'd be thinking like, well, we'll play this because it's a game that like Mike and Pink are really into, and I'm fine with, but it's gonna suck for Addy. Comparatively, for games where we're all in fairly good spirits to begin with, no one's having an issue with the game, and then we get into it, and it's like, oh, this particular person is having a bad time. Yeah, that's rarer in our group, I would say.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah, I can't remember any big outliers.
The only,
I'm sure there's one or I'd say one or two. I'm sure there's a small handful of times that happened, but I don't recall any at the moment for sure.
I mean, Modern is always there. Modern was one of those games where we went in neutral, and by the middle of the recording, we all knew that we all were miserable. And then we just
Which
said,
one?
Mudrunner.
Mother. I heard Mother. I was like, wait, when did we gather around playing
Earthbound.
Mother 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System?
No, we're playing the OG Earthbound on the Famicom in Japanese. That's why it's Mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that. One Leaves. I just came across it, and then that's another one. Like One Leaves was one of those games.
Oh, the smoking game.
Yeah, the smoking PSA, which is in theme with an actual game. Like that one, I don't know, because y'all were really miserable. Y'all didn't understand the game. And I went, like the whole bit of the video is I knew that it wasn't the game, and I just pretended that it was. So like, I didn't enjoy playing the game, but that wasn't the point of shooting the video. I figured it was just a short thing that we can go through, and then y'all don't know what it is. Basically, it's an experience.
My memory was being bored out of my skull.
Yeah, that's mostly my memory as well.
Yeah, that
Which
was
is not
where
where
it wasn't like we cut the recording and they're like, oh, well, such and such wasn't having fun with that at the end. That was the one where I was like, I was just straight up confused throughout the entirety of it. And then the big climax happens when me and Alex learn the truth. And then I'm still a little bit perplexed. But then it's not even anger or anything. It's like, just what?
Yeah.
This exists? Why?
The worst thing a bad game can be is boring.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's not a game. It's a PSA. Like, I heard of it from Xbox Reddit. I saw someone post about it. Of like, hey, this new thing came out, and it's not even a game. It's a anti-smoking PSA, and it's free. And I went, all right. If that's not like longer than an hour, then we're doing the bit. And it wasn't longer than an hour, but it did feel like it.
Eh. Let's see. For more recent times, let's see. What was a game that was really fun to record? The longer that last Terraria series went on, the modded one, the longer that one went on, the more I was looking at it and thinking, like, this is completely unwatchable, but man, this is funny as hell for me. I remember you posted a screenshot of your player character from that session in the general gaming thread without context. And like my immediate impulse was to like, okay, I should offer some kind of degree of context for the rest of the guys here on the Discord. And as I was doing it, I was kind of thinking like, man, so this is probably what it would look like to someone viewing it and going like, what the actual fuck?
I think I got the general vibe of the most recent Terraria season down with the thumbnail. You look at the thumbnail, you go, what?
It's pretty appropriate, yeah.
But yeah, surprisingly though, modded Terraria did fairly well, if memory serves.
But why though?
I don't know, it did better than regular Terraria.
I guess
Very
it's a
nice.
bit unusual comparative to the decade of Terraria content, over a decade of Terraria content that YouTube has gotten.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. As the fighting games go, what was that one? Dark Combat?
Aggressors of Dark Combat or EBO.
Yeah.
Arriba!
Of a game that I had never heard of. And the moment I saw gameplay, I was like, "Oh, this is fucked up. Why are we sliding up and down on a three-dimensional plane here?" And then like, no, actually, this is really fun. Like, what? But yeah, that worked out very well. Aggressors of Dark Combat did, and I'm sure I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know, because I think we all had a pretty good time with that one, right?
That was a good one.
I don't remember.
I think I'm thinking the right one.
I
don't think we got anything else with Arriba in it.
It's the one where the Rock is Latino and has hair.
Yeah.
My memory is that Pinky were the best of us at it, and you were whooping our asses. Ooh, let's see.
Another fun recent one is Street Hoop, I'd say.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a real hit for me. That was a lot of fun. Like everything for Street Hoop just came together perfectly.
Yeah, like the game was fun. The lore that we came up with on the spot really complemented it well. Because like the game has no story. It's an arcade basketball game. So eventually we just came up with the story somehow. I forget how, but it naturally formed that like the countries are playing basketball for survival. Who loses the basketball game, Gandhi drops a nuke on.
Yeah.
Gandhi comes back from the dead to do this?
Yes.
Of course.
He's omnipresent. What do you mean?
This is true. I played Civ. He lasts from like 4000 BC to the very end of the time, so yeah.
The very end of time.
At the end of time, there's only two things: Gandhi or nuke.
He calls the nuke little Gandhi.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has to be something we actually recorded. I was about to say the Civ 6 mentoring sessions, but we didn't record those.
Yeah, I was gonna mention those earlier, but I was like, wait a second, we didn't record those. I was just Addy playing casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really,
yeah. I thought that was really it could turn into me and Pink and Soon arguing about what the best avenues were from every angle.
Yeah.
The only thing I really regret about us not recording those sessions is just the one run where I played as Lincoln and ended up having all of the policy cards. Legitimately like a whole deck of cards in the policy slots.
I probably should have recorded those, but like we were also around that time doing a lot of the day 2K20 whatever GM mode stuff, which those would end up with like ludicrously large recording times and file sizes, and I found them just kind of a pain in the ass to record, and especially like my headphones had to like that was back when I still had the earbuds that had like the 6-hour battery, which was a real problem for long sessions, and if they ran out of battery, then that would mean that the recording would be fucked audio wise.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want to at that time, and as a result, they didn't get recorded. I really wish I would have, though the Lincoln one would have been awkward, because if memory serves, the Lincoln one I actually mostly wasn't there for. I walked out at a certain I left it running one day while I was heading out to do something like for a full day trip. So you guys were just in there Lincolning it up while I was at the store or something.
So what happened was this was like, I want to say 4 a.m. my time when we started it. It was. I started at a normal time, but this was like it was a 2-day session or whatever, 2-day thing of playing as Lincoln. And yeah, like you were just like, all right, I'll leave the PC on, and you play the game. I'll go eat, and then I'll come back like 3 hours from now. And it was,
Yeah.
and in those 3 hours,
I remember at some point during that, I thought to myself, like, I got busy with something or other. But at some point while I was busy with that something or other, I thought to myself, I hope that the stream doesn't just crash in the middle of Addy playing.
which it actually did, but it was only down for like half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Because you came back to check on the stream. The thing, and it actually did crash, but it was only like half an hour before between it crashing and you coming back to check on it.
All right.
But yeah, like in those 3 hours, like if I went from all right, America is like this small thing to all right, I forget who my neighbors were, but they just basically killed themselves on me, even though I was the smaller country, and that made it. And
Did you
then
say detonated?
no, that made it.
Oh, that made it. Okay.
Yeah, that made it. So I had like genuinely 11 or so policy cards. Because America gets an additional one, and then I had like 2 or 3 wonders that also gave me a policy card, and then also this other country that used to be my neighbor, they also had like 3 other things that gave me policy cards, and like it was just all wildcard cards. So it should come to nobody's surprise that America didn't win that same game.
Yeah.
All the cards and all the victories.
It's a part of the goofiness of Civ is I love the idea of other countries going like, what should we do to compete with America? Have we considered making more policies? Impossible. Unthinkable. Kill that man.
Throw him out of the window.
Show him an anime. Call back.
Another one that I remember having more fun with than we thought we would is Saints Row the Third.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point in one of the past couple Shut Your Mouth lounges, we did hit the topic of, the miniature topic of, what video did not turn out the way quite you wanted to. And Saints Row, that's one of like, if only I had, I had sprung for the Elgato at some point. It would be fucking pointless for me because I pretty well never play anything on console anymore. But nonetheless,
it wouldn't be. If you get the integrated card version of the Elgato, then you could actually daisy chain it up to your PC, and it would make it easier to record full screen applications. So
that's true.
So it wouldn't be money thrown out the window, and you could also hook it up to consoles when you need it. But you could also just make it an easier way to do full screen recordings.
Yeah.
I'm saying because that's what I do to record the laptop. I don't do internal recording because that might take a toll, so just fuck it.
Yeah.
Siren was fun.
Yep.
I don't know, I guess Siren, I don't know. Because Siren had some really good bits. And like Siren, I think, is one of, if not the video where we're most like the best friends play channel. Used to be. Like I don't know what it is. That sometimes, rarely. And it's just a thing that the two of us
must
do.
Be like, why is it always they're talking about imitating these fuckers?
Yeah.
I don't even know who these people are.
I hate Wulian. I don't even know who that is. So just start naming them, even the people who weren't actually members.
I hate Jeff.
Yeah, he gets the statement by saying that he will also subscribe from Super Bunny Hop
for doing blackface.
Yeah.
Now hold up.
Actually, Pink's a big fan of blackface.
he loves Justin Trudeau.
Very specific thing to be a fan of.
Pink lost
I
Justin
was
Trudeau.
expecting to hear backpedaling from Pink there, but no, he's doubling down.
Look after what he said about Obama.
Yeah,
Oh no!
will haunt you to the end of your days.
Uh, like I'm imagining, like eventually people try to use it against Pink, and he just goes about it like fucking Eggman in the Sonic fandom. Why would I say that about Obama? He's a strong leader, or something, whatever he says. Uh, anyway, but yeah, like I feel like Siren was the one where we really channeled the best friends. But like there was also the jank like of like, you know, you like Siren, or you know, you've looked into
I've never
Siren.
played it.
Yeah. But you looked into Siren and you like the thing of Siren. I've also looked into Siren, and Siren didn't wasn't up my alley. So I was just like, you know, we'll do the bits, I'll play the game, and we'll see how it turns out. And you know, like I wouldn't say that I didn't have as much fun with Siren that I did with like Silent Hill, for example. But I'd also say that it was like on par, roughly, like on average, on par with any other horror game that we played. And I'm just like, it's a horror game, innit?
Yeah.
Hmm. Guys, I think we might just not have fun while recording.
No, I hate it.
I think for me the issue is that like I'm having a couple of videos come in my head and I'm like, no, I gotta hold on to those for the next couple weeks of topics, right?
I mean, we can just go over them again.
That is true. The thing is, though, that quite a few of the videos I'm thinking of are like also videos I'm gonna name for like the videos that were sadly lost to time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Skate 3, that was the first time I think we really had fun. But like Skate 3 for me is the headliner of the lost videos category, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like other than that, it's gonna be like, you know, Well, I don't want to spoil. I'm saving the surprise for later. You guys can blow your load now, you fucking early popping sons of bitches, but I'm holding on to it. I'm doing like the wrestler that everybody loves. I'm doing like Adam Copeland. I'm edging and coping.
When is Beth
Did you
Phoenix?
hear about that,
Yes.
Eddie?
Yeah. I did hear about that. I also heard that Beth is changing her name to Seed.
Yeah.
Seed Phoenix.
Isn't that what Miles Edgeworth says? Oh, he's also edging. God damn it.
Oh, I read about a review of the Ace Attorney games where the reviewer complained that there weren't dating sim elements to the Ace Attorney games, and the fair response was, that's stupid, but if it was Edgeworth, then all right. Like if the only dating route was fucking what's his name, Phoenix, right, and then Miles Edgeworth, then okay.
You know that what they're talking about is they want to get it on with that
Maya?
that chick that's the mentor.
I don't know her name.
And if Pink saw her, he'd know what's up.
I need to look into this.
Pink would pop big for classy. And and then he'd be so disappointed.
Oh.
I don't know that character's actual name. I only know her as Classy. So like, that's what she has to be named for now.
I'm not sure if I missed it or not.
I'll get the GIF. If I can find it. Okay, ignore the text at the bottom.
All right.
Let me open up Discord.
Yeah, that's her.
Well, that's not it. Hang on a second.
The voice text.
He's finding all kinds of other shit.
Yeah. Pink has found the
Not
image of
opening.
Pink has found the image of Bussy Pop at least 3 times.
That's bad.
That's so while looking for props for the Christmas movie that we made, that was sold in the store. Like that's an image that we took. It was just pre-made popcorn, and the brand name was Bussy Pop. I had to take an image.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like I saw that shit in real life.
Lord.
Viv moment? What does that mean?
Ignore the text. I said ignore the text.
Okay. I like the jiggle physics. Big fan.
Oh, shit.
Well, anyway.
Where do we go now? Where do we go?
Okay, I guess this was a
is,
question. Yeah, go ahead, Vink.
This is from Phoenix Wright's game?
Yeah.
The guy who wears a suit and dabs?
Yes.
I'm down with it.
Yeah. If once we finish Danganronpa, we can get around to playing the Phoenix Wright games. In 2028.
Oh no!
Anyway, I also don't know which game class he is in, so like we might have to go through the games chronologically.
It's worth it to scan through all of them.
Yeah. I guess this is a question. Did we have fun with the quizzes? I had fun with the quizzes for the most part.
It depends on the quiz.
Yeah.
I still don't know what I think of the Vichkin or whatever its name was.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna
The
be
villager chicken.
real here. When you watch that, you probably think that I'm laughing at the concept of, for one thing, a villager chicken hybrid, but also the idea of finding it attractive. No, I'm gonna be real here. What really broke me was the sheer stupidity of the name Vichkin. It's just so like, oh, we didn't bother to come up with anything clever. Just mix the names as fucking clumsily as possible. Just slap them together. Who gives a shit?
I mean, which can just sounds like a it sounds like a A23 horror villain.
You're not wrong, honestly.
Like it's spelled like witch, but instead of a W, it's 2 V's.
Yeah.
And it's instead of kin, as in like chicken, it's kin for like kidding. It's about a woman who kills people because she kins being a witch. Anyway, yeah.
You know, I think really after what's come up in the last I think after the Clussy, there was only one way we could have really gone, and it's to quote a line from one of Mike's favorite movies, Kung Pao. You go that way, I'll go home.
I guess back to the topic though. I mean, I don't know.
Anybody mention Payday when I was away?
No. But
Payday was
that
a
is
lot of
correct.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Payday, yeah. Payday is one of there's several games that we really enjoyed that just had some technical issue or another. There was a problem. Payday, the fucking problem is, why the fuck does the game take up, or excuse me, I know why, but still, the fucking game takes up 90 gigs. It has no right to take up 90 fucking gigabytes.
Yeah. Yeah, if Payday 2 was at 90 gigabytes, we'd probably still be recording it. And I mean, we will record it in the future, just not anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll probably get in a little bit of something else, but like, if we ever want to do Killing Floor 2 and Payday 2, those are kind of mutually exclusive, it turns out.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know. Pink, what would you say about Danganronpa?
That one's fun in parts. There have definitely been sessions where I've had a lot of fun with Danganronpa. There were definitely a lot of sessions that just drug on.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, it's one of those things where like I just found that I had this out recently. The OG game is like meant for the PSP, so the one we're playing through. That's a PSP game. So it's one
that
of those...
honestly makes a lot of sense though with
Yeah.
how everything is laid out in that game.
Like I knew that it was a mainly portable game series because of the writing. You can tell because everyone
Yeah.
repeats everything 3 times. So that you can just but I just figured it was a DS game or something. So you can just close the DS and then open it up and repeat the line.
Yeah.
No.
That is just a visual novel, right?
Yes, and it is mostly a visual novel, but there's also rhythm game parts, and
What?
yeah, and also
it's not interactive mini games, but for the most part, it's strictly visual novel.
yeah. Like
Odd.
Yeah, like Danganronpa is closer to Danganronpa is closer to Phoenix Wright than it is to Perfect Apocalypse. I don't know. I don't know what visual novels I can reference that y'all would even know that are just strictly visual novel. So like, yeah.
Huh.
There's also like proper 3D rendered to 3D environments that you can walk around in and shit.
Oh, okay. We're getting a little bit of that persona in there, I see.
Yeah, I mean, you like it's a first-person view, and all of the characters are little cardboard cutouts. It's part of the art style, but yeah, like it's a bit more than a visual novel in the sense that like it's not just PNG sliding over another PNG and then they talk.
Oh shit.
JoJo's, both of them honestly, but Heritage for the Future is the one that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these, like, there's a part of the problem, I think, with with us doing the long series nowadays, that, like, I look at these and I go, okay, well, I remember this having, like, really good parts, and I also remember this having really boring parts, like Phasmophobia, the part where we just yelled at the ghost, and it was the ghost where if you yell at him that he gets older and he can't kill you, like, that was very funny. But
Right, the ghost we figured out we could bully.
Yeah, but like for every game like that, it also feels like there were 5 or 10 where it was just like, okay, you're in a prison. The ghost is in a toothbrush. It's I don't know, like the mimic. Figure it out. Like I don't know why,
The
but
real
like,
problem with Phasma recordings is when it's the fucking shade.
Yeah.
Congratulations, welcome to an hour of nothing happening until, like, things don't happen in a shade investigation until an hour in when no one's noticed that the sanity is dropped below the threshold, at which point the shade hunts kill somebody, and that results in everyone else throwing up their hands and going, what the fuck are we even supposed to interpret of this?
Yeah, like it might also tint my thing of like it seemed like usually we'd get shades or mimics who mimics shades or just like very very passive ghosts, and it's like, and we'd always be on like the prison or the big sanatorium map with the 2 levels, and it's just an hour of us walking and nothing happens.
So
Yeah.
the problem that was had with pretty well anyone outside of our usual Phasmo trio joining in. So you joined for Phasmo at one point, Soon joined for Phasmo at one point, Steve joined for Phasmo at one point. All three had the same problem, other than Steve's problem of his internet sucking. All three of you guys had the same problem of, for one thing, Mike and Pink and I have played on the small maps a shit ton. You're supposed to start on the small maps. The small baps. Bap! No, we've played on the small maps a shit ton, so we have generally been avoiding playing on them as more recent times, though we've certainly slowed down on Phasmophobia quite a bit over the last half year or so. But the prison maps, if you don't know what you're doing, are really slow until you just suddenly die for reasons you can't figure out. And similarly, Pink and Mike and I have by now got most of the ghost types pretty figured out, unless the game feels like throwing us a real curveball, shade, or mimic. So you guys all got to see Mike, Pink, or I fucking clean house on any ghosts that weren't shades or mimics in no time. And then the only ghosts where we'd spend any real time investigating them would be shades or mimics. So it would seem like the game's got a lot of shades and mimics.
Yeah.
Because they're the fucking curveball motherfuckers. Excuse me. Well, I think we're about ready to move on to the next part. Wouldn't you guys say?
What is the next part?
Oh, I was being like, wrap up this recording and we'll have the next Shut Your Mouth Lounge. I also comes for you. Wasn't your family supposed to pelt you with food at some point?
They did that before the podcast.
Ah, I see.
And he didn't share. That's proving that he is a hypocrite.
Oh no. It's true.
Oh my god. The truth come out?
Does his Bruno Mars is gay? We will never know. We will never know the answer.
The greatest scientists among us could not figure it out.
I think I always fuck up that headline. I think it's just the truth come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? But it's so much funnier if it's does is Bruno Mars is gay.
Yeah, I always go with just like you repeat the is too much, and it cuts off the rhythm of it. There's a beautiful rhythm to does Bruno Mars is gay. It's just it's something special, you know?
Yeah.
Truly special. Ugh. Pink.
Yeah.
Answer. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
I forgot what I was going to ask.
Does Bruno Mars is gay, Pink?
I was trying to think of some incoherent sentence to repeat back to you, but I'm drawing a blank.
He has been made gay by the Lolly Lule Lo.
Oh no!
Oh, we're all next.
This is what they use the memes for. To turn us gay. They done it with the frogs, now we're next.
It's all connected.
But it's all connected. He's the only one who can bail us out. All good men. But fellas, we truly need to answer. What are frogs?
Now, Your Honor, my client may be gay, but it's only because the government made the frogs gay first.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I plead kayfabe.
Your Honor, Your Honor, League of Legends.
All right, you're sending you straight to hell, not to jail. Hell.
Not even like I love how that is just Your Honor, League of Legends, and then he just next on the gavel says death, and that's it.
The magical part of that comic is the enormous empty space in the speech bubble.
But yeah, because that's where the dialogue used to be before it was rewritten to be more succinct.
Yes, and they don't bother hiding it. It's just so delightfully an obvious bad edit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the magic of it, really.
Oh, shit.
I'm happy with this.
I guess another video that I think we all had fun with, another group of videos is Uno. And like all of the stuff that happened around it.
Oh, God.
You know, the Overwatch Uno, I mean, not the time we actually played Uno in tabletop.
I assumed you were talking about Overwatch, but then yeah, I had to think back and was like, wait, did we ever play Uno on Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, we did.
I could not remember.
Because I mean, the Uno game mode was so weird and unexpected. Which, by the way, I've actually found. I wanted to download it secret and then just pull it out, but I didn't. I heard that it can break the game, so I didn't want to risk it. But Rivals of Aether also has a Uno character, where if you play as the character, the game switches into Uno.
Oh, good. Like Pink's Tetris character where
No,
he
no,
wasn't
no.
playing the game.
No, cause see, that still had like an entity on screen, and like you know, it was only Pink playing Tetris. No, if someone plays as the Uno character, we all play Uno.
Oh, Lord. Do
Yeah.
you have your controls taken away from you?
If memory serves, the controls work so like the D-pad, your movement moves the card choice, and then special chooses the card or something like that for everyone in theory. But yeah.
I see.
But yeah, I heard that like you should only play it with default rules, because otherwise it might break the game, and that won't work for us, brother. But yeah, like the Uno game mode in Overwatch, fucking high noon, the Winning Nine Hearts.
Oh, yes. I thought for a second I was like, I don't remember anyone saying high noon during the Overwatch Uno.
Oh no, that's a separate thing. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, I know
was,
now.
Mecries must die. I guess to close off, I know that Pink, there's a series, a long-running series of ours that Pink really loves. It's For Honor. Pink enjoys every second that we play For Honor.
Oh, I love For Honor. So I'm glad we played For Honor again. I was like, that easily the highlight of my 2020, whatever year we're currently in, or previously in, because we did that last year. We technically not done For Honor this year, so we gotta get that ball rolling again.
And actually, I think
I hope not soon, because I actually needed space on my hard drive, and For Honor had to go because it's like 120 or something.
Oh,
actually, as of this recording, we've played For Honor 6 hours ago.
Oh yeah, that's true. Silly me.
I fought the good Kong. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
For Honor will not end until, I wanna say, fucking October of 2026.
Nice.
Excellent.
And I believe Overwatch it has gotten up to January of 2027 or something like that by now. Because we entered 2025, I went back and scheduled the videos on my second channel, and just now I have run out of videos to schedule. I recorded all of that stuff before this semester. And yeah, like I have a video every week, or 2 videos every week for January of 2027 already. I just need to record more Kingdom Hearts because I'm stuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to find a good one to end on for real though. If y'all have any idea, then shoot. I guess.
I'd say just to cap off from my perspective, one of the more fun series, or most fun series rather, I had a good time with was definitely the GM series that we did a couple
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah, that was fun.
Lots of highlights in there, specifically Triple H giving me all the money because he loves me.
And like, I feel like I had a rough time with that one, but at the same time, like I cannot deny the power of the eternal feud of Asuka and Shayna Baszler, as well as Jahardi and Cash Suplex.
Titans of the industry.
Yeah,
Addy may not have had the most successful run, but I think he had the most storied.
perhaps. As a meme answer, I was gonna say Avengers in Galactic Storm for me.
Oh no.
I think that would go again into the category of, oh, Addy has that just so that Pink and Alex suffer.
No, see, I played a match in that game. I went, this game sucks. Pink needs to play this because it has Captain America in it. and
And
then
Thor, who is not playable, but we have this random Kree chick that's playable.
why not?
That's what the dev said.
Yeah. Also, just as a side note, I guess, I think it's really telling that, like, I never remember that it's Justice League that Text Force. I always write Avengers Text Force for that game. Like, if one of y'all went into the video manager in the YouTube studio and looked at, because it actually tells you what the title of the or whatever, what the name of the file that was uploaded it was. If you check that, it will be Avengers Text Force.
Oh, that's good. So I think I've mentioned this at some point. I used to listen to pretty regularly the Co-Optional podcast 10 years ago. It was Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox, who is now the horror game guys. I don't remember what his name is, and Dodger. And at one point, unfortunately, I was listening to that podcast while I was uploading a early Shut Your Mouth Lounge. So I accidentally named it the Co-Optional Podcast instead and had to go back and fix it after Mike was the one that saw it and went, hey. So that was pretty dumb.
Once the Shut Your Mouth Lounge ends, we'll begin our new weekly podcast, the Shit in Your Mouth Lounge.
Oh no.
I wonder what it's about.
Shit. In Your Mouth Lounge, you know? I guess my thing to really cap it off. I guess Spider-Man. like, don't get me wrong, there were still parts of Spider-Man where it was just like, we're just kind of doing things so we can get to the fun parts of Spider-Man PS4 again. But there were a lot of times where like there were a lot of those sessions where I feel like we had a lot of fun recording.
Yeah.
Like every time,
Spider-Man was definitely a good one. Definitely a fun one.
because like when I forgot that I set Peter to be in his underwear, that was great. Every time that I told you every time that I told you that MJ would not be playable again, only for at the end of that cutscene for MJ to be playable.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me think. That one time that you did a bit that you started before the recording, so we just you just referenced the bit in the middle of one of the videos, and then we have to give context of like, oh, this is the bit. Ping's been doing it since before the recording, because we just started talking about the game while I booted it up, and you talked about how you rated it on a five-star scale, and every time you talked about it, you rated it one lower.
Yeah.
And like the first time that shows up, you're already on 3.
Oh no.
Turns out Pink actually fucking hated that game.
Yeah. All of the bits with Martin Lee, all of the bits with everyone for whatever reason in the Marvel universe being a media reviewer,
Yeah.
or just the people's call ID pictures being how they call you. So like J. Jonah Jameson just yells.
He's calling you, not running his podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, that's how he
Just
podcast.
calling. He has Spider-Man's number and is just ringing him up to talk about how Spider-Man is a menace. In the third person to Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, no, he's telling Peter about how Spider-Man is a menace.
That makes no sense.
One of those was also one of those bits I remember, the everyone being a reviewer thing, because that began with me saying that Mr. Negative is Marty Reed's reviewer persona, where he talks negatively about movies for some reason. That's how it began. And then I think it was just a ripple, like the archetype of that was real big, but like basically I based the idea off of like Angry Joe and the Nostalgia Critic. But I also remember, like, after that, somehow it became everyone in the Marvel universe is a media critic. Like, everyone talks about like movies, or usually movies, or some other type of media, but usually movies. And like this somehow ended with Spider-Man in full spider suit doing a review of Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, of some other Miss Marvel, the old one, the one where it's set in like the 50s or whatever. Yeah, like where Spider-Man reviews that movie and complains about not being in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not even Spider-Man. It's Peter Parker reviews that movie and talks and complains about Spider-Man not being in the movie. But he lets it slip that he's Spider-Man because he's like, I could have used the. I mean, I'm sure he could have used the pay.
That's dumb.
It is. I mean, Norman, not Norman. Otto Octavius did not become Dr. Octopus. He became the Stilt Man. And he became the Stilt Man because Norman Osborn sold him a Mad Cat's arm prosthetic, and it broke.
A Mad Cat's arm prosthetic.
Yeah.
It's canon.
Like that series just had so many good bits. Fucking Xavier not using the cerebro because it takes up too much electricity and he can't pay the bill.
That sounds like something Charles would do.
I forget what other good bits we had. That was most of them, honestly. Okay,
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man being a menace because he steals your personal data. Because for whatever reason, like Peter stole Harry's credit card and he just fucking wrapped it up in a backpack in New York, and it's one of the pickups that you can find in the game. And we just talked about like that's kind of weird that he has that, isn't it?
Little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of questionable things, doesn't Aunt May commit tax fraud at least twice in our playthrough?
She tries.
Tries, yeah, that's the keyword. Tries to commit tax fraud.
Oh,
I
I'm
also-
confused.
Yeah, well, you see, Aunt May tried to burn down Feast, to commit tax fraud so that she can claim
Or
the
insurance fraud,
or yeah,
rather.
insurance fraud.
That's the
Yeah,
word.
yeah. To commit insurance
She was
fraud.
already committing the tax fraud.
And that's on the down low. But yeah, she wanted to commit insurance fraud with Feast by setting it on fire, and then she actually got Mary Jane and Miles to help, but they were trying to talk her down, and this ended up with Aunt May going into a coma, which is why Spider-Man needs the anti-serum to bring his auntie back from the coma.
She goes into a coma from having to pay taxes.
Yeah.
She's a libertarian, actually. It's crazy.
There were also like I remember just some of the nice like the little characterization things that we did with this canon in mind of like Mortal Lee is having his whole spiel about how he's like evil and shit in the game, and like he grabs Spider-Man's arm and he turns inverted colors. He turns into a negative of his color scheme.
Yeah.
If memory serves, I say as Mortal Lee, "What's up, Spidey? Don't you feel a little negative?" Because the idea was that when Mortal Lee turns you into those negative things, you also become a movie reviewer that shit talks about every movie.
That was his grand scheme.
Yeah. World domination through negative critiques.
We'll destroy the spirit of America by saying that its movies suck.
Yeah. Shit. So yeah, Spider-Man was good. Miles Morales, I will tell you right now, Miles Morales will not be as good if we ever get around to it. If I have the save file set up for it, it's just a matter of time. And will, I guess.
Time will.
It's not a bad game, it's just a game. It's not a best. I guess so. Here's another comic. It's not a bad game. It's just gay.
It's
Anyway, yeah. But like it's an alright game. It's just I don't know when we'd have the time to sit down and play through it for the like 3 sessions that it would be.
Yeah.
it is a surprisingly quick game, yes.
Yeah, like I said 3 sessions. That's like 6 hours. It might not be that. It might be like 1 or 2. Like I forget. I think it's 4 hours just because the cutscenes are not skippable. Because I played through the game twice to unlock all of the suits pink.
Ah,
And none of the cutscenes are skippable. So I'm glad.
this is terrible.
But yeah, otherwise it's fine. It's just more of Spider-Man 1, which cool. But if anything, it's
Yeah,
easier
that is
because
pretty cool.
it really allows you to live through the struggle of a black teen or whatever.
That it's also worth noting that the stealth sections are a joke the moment that Miles figures out how to turn invisible.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
W, I guess what's your last really noteworthy one, if you have any?
Let's see. I know there's got to be another fighting game that's up there. that. Well, let's see. Street Fighter 6 worked out pretty well when we tried out the goofy extra games, and Addy started pelting me with more Mega Man robots for some reason.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's one big fighting game video that's slipping all our minds right now. I'm struggling to remember which one.
I've already said it is your favorite Virtua Fighter 5.
You know, at some point we will go back to Virtua Fighter. I think we all have an implicit agreement on that, right?
Yeah. I mean, the problem, the current problem, I think, with us playing Virtua Fighter 5 is that none of us all own a copy of it on the same console or, same platform.
Oh, I was figuring Virtua Fighter 3 or something via Fightcade.
No. 3B, regardless of what other people say, sucks. Don't tempt me.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, it's...
Damn, and I was just about to add him.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, like 3TB is 3 team battle. You get to choose 3 characters to play as. It's Virtua Fighter. The levels are supposed to be weird. I didn't find them particularly weird. I maybe just have a bad experience because I played the arcade mode and it was like, alright, fight Jackie for the next fucking half an hour. No one but Jackie. 6 Jackies every match. But
quick question: which Virtua Fighter is it where all the hits have different properties if the stage has water on it?
I think that might be 4, but 4 doesn't run on my laptop.
Okay. Because I just found out relatively recently there is a Virtua Fighter where if the stage has water on it, the properties of all your moves, like what combos into what, change, and it gets more generous. And that is a whole new level of, like, insanity of... So... how many of these stages are banned?
I mean, if memory serves, if you play as Lion or whatever his name is, the little Leo Kliashen boy, if you play as him, and the opponent is the sumo guy, not the Honda, then sumo guy can ring out himself because you're on boats, and the weight discrepancy between the two of them is so great that by just walking he can flip the fucking boat over so he falls off.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I mean, it's hard to do and you need to be at the edge to do it anyway, but it's still funny, and if memory serves, if 2 sumo dudes do it at the same time, then they can flip the entire map over. And they both lose, but the boat is on its head or whatever, the top side. It's upside down. Yeah, it hurts.
That is amazing.
But yeah, so you were saying some fighting game before I interrupted with Virtua Fighter. Yeah.
Well, now I've been taken way off the trail, but son of a bitch. I can't recall it. Son of a bitch. And it's one of those ones where it's like simultaneously on the tip of my tongue, but it's the type of tip on the tongue sort of deal where I know that if I sat here for another 20 minutes, I still wouldn't be able to come up with it.
Don't you have the channel open in any way?
I do not.
Because
I've been going off of memory.
Because you could just quickly scroll through the videos, see if it catches your eye.
I think you and me pulled about as much fun out of Street Fighter 5 as you can.
Probably. I mean, there was
that one.
Although, if you want to point at one specific session of Street Fighter 5, the one where we play with Goku. Because Goku had no fucking idea what was going on. And we just talk about Laura's belly button.
I don't remember that so much, though. If we ever got Pink to play Street Fighter 5 with us, I think it would boil down to a similar subject. Perhaps different parts of her body, but nonetheless.
I mean, if memory
she's your girl, Pink. You just don't know it yet. I'm gonna make a daring suggestion.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest that if Pink saw Laura, there is a possibility that he might actually go move over Cammy.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hard to say.
It's a bold prediction on my part, but
If they bring Laura back before Sean again, then then I would find it so funny if she had like a hybrid style of Master's Karate and Matsuda, whatever the fuck they do, and and like she actually did it good. So Sean just sucks.
well, Sean doesn't use. Why would wait? You're saying Laura should become a Shodo?
No, I'm saying Laura should have moves that resemble Master Style Karate, so that like even though she doesn't even train under Ken, she's a better student of his than Sean.
Well, Ken's almost certainly the problem with Sean.
Probably, he's homeless.
Well, especially now, yes. Man, that would be so good if Street Fighter 6 was whenever it shows Sean wherever he is now. It reveals Sean's actually now a fine karate dude who's pretty good at his job. All he had to do was get lessons from somebody other than fucking Ken.
His new master is dead. No. His new master, they do a slow panning reveal of his new master. It's fucking real.
I feel like that would just go back to the classic Street Fighter thing of just shitting on those guys.
Probably.
Damn.
That or you could do a funny bit with him going with I'm forgetting his name, the other guy. Ryo's Ken. Robert, there we go. That's his name, Robert.
Oh God, Robert.
Yeah. So like Sean specifically only trains under rich investors.
He doesn't really want to learn karate. He's just kind of poor.
I just realized CVS3 cannot happen because the Masters Foundation, worked together with the Garcia Foundation. No, CVS2 because Ken is there, and now Ken's not there anymore.
I'm sure there's something they could do. We'll put our biggest brains together.
Oro funds it.
Nah.
Oh, anyway. I mean, honestly, Ryu could fund it. They didn't reveal, oh yeah, I'm actually rich. No, genuinely.
He is, though.
Yeah, no, that's canon. Ryu is rich. Ken made sure. Unironically.
And he's got loads of tournament winnings he doesn't spend. This is just turning into an FGA.
It's fine, we were supposed to record one tomorrow, but we won't be able to anyway.
Get them both done now.
Yeah.
Alright, the Fight Your Mouth podcast.
Fight your mouth.
Which is funny, because usually on these podcasts, we fight your ears.
Yeah. We're moving through the orifices.
Oh, no. The idea of there being a podcast that is labeled either Fight Your Asshole or Fight Your Pussy podcast.
I mean, I also like the Shut Your Asshole podcast. Victor has him now. Also, like the Fight Your Pussy podcast, it also implies a fight your urethra. We give a new meaning to sounding. Uh, the Shut Your Mouth Lounge is best enjoyed shoving your earbuds up your urethra in the same way that some sauces taste better on your balls. Oh, did y'all not hear about that meme?
I'm good.
I'm not familiar, and I'm good as well.
I mean, it's. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just for whatever reason on TikTok it's become a meme that men have taste buds on their balls, like the actual casing of the balls. And some actual motherfucker tried it out because he was gullible, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
So anyway. Tell me what was your favorite recording session, and why was it this one?
It got worse as it went on. I think somewhere around the time of Clussy, the energy was sapped from the room. I think our souls were absorbed by the Clussy.
I'll make that the title. Fuck this normie ass naming scheme. We're going back to the old ways.
We can't. Like, after 360 episodes, I think we've demonstrated there's nothing we can do to get YouTube on our side. Fuck it. Who cares?
I mean, if I actually named this one, we got absorbed by the Clussy. Or whatever.
Oh, it'll get all kinds of fetish clicks. That much is for certain.
Yeah, this video will get so many dislikes from horny incompetence, I guess.
Just stop, horny.
Yeah.
The concept of sexual arousal disapproves of us.
I genuinely thought that when I asked why your favorite recording session was this, but I genuinely thought you were just gonna say it because my power is about to go out and I don't have to listen to it anymore.
That would be so good. That would have been so much funnier. You son of a bitch.
I gave you the chance. See what we need is for me to write the dialogue for all three of us.
Dude. Fuck, Mike sent one recording of a group of us to his girlfriend now, right? And his girlfriend's daughter watched it and went, is that Mike guy just making up voices for two other dudes and playing by himself and making it sound like there's two other people talking to him?
Okay. What? Why?
I don't know. I'm not sure where that becomes a logical step. That seems like a lot of work to put in just to be lonely and sad.
Are you sure? Are you sure this Mike guy isn't just the voice you put on, and the voice is doing two other voices because he's lonely?
Mom, have you made up this Mike guy to feel less lonely about yourself?
You loser.
You fucking just is this the daughter just pointing at the woman and like making Nelson noises? Ha ha.
But it's edited, so instead of the usual haha, it's the fucking it's the fuck horn that they use in bad situations in cartoons. So it goes down an octave instead of up.
Oh shit.
We're still waiting on your favorite session.
Oh fuck me. Oh god, my favorite all-time recording to just have been on. Ooh. God, now fucking Mike is ringing me up like, hey, you want to play Sons of the Forest? God damn it. Anyways. So, let's see. There's gotta be. How do I pick? Because I'm in my head, I'm getting like moments, right? And I want to nail off moments, but like moments, that's another topic. Session, or just the video to record, individual videos. Damn it. Oh, I just have to throw out something. Terraria was always a good time. Payday was also always a good time, though. And Overcooked was a good time. Son of a fuck. Oh, For Honor sometimes was just a lot of fun. Sometimes For Honor was miserable. Oh. All right, you know what? I'm going to pick one definitive one.
Yeah.
Harvester.
Ah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, fair
that
enough.
One worked out so well. Like, there's a lot of videos that I had, like, ideas like, oh man, this will happen and that'll happen. It'll be so great. I can't wait to see this guy's reaction to that or that guy's reaction to this. And many times it doesn't work out. Harvester worked out exactly as I hoped it would.
Yeah.
I was very excited to see Addy at the wheel do something stupid. Because if there's anyone in our group I can trust to do the stupid shit for content, it's Addy. Yeah. And I was excited for Pink, who is not the kind of guy to go that deep into that kind of grungy, nasty trashiness as Harvester is. I was excited for Pink to see how batshit insane that game is. And I was thinking, okay, Harvester doesn't get really slow until the end of the game. That's when the game slows down a lot. So how much of the game's really great content can we front load in just 2 hours? And that worked out perfectly. We got virtually everything in that game that's funny or interesting in the first 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that one is up there in terms of the ones that worked out spectacularly.
Yeah. Also, on similar lines, I was just reminded of Sonic Dreams Collection.
God, yeah, that one. I think that one's simultaneously one of our best. At the same time, I look at it, it's like, I could have done better. You know?
Yeah.
Sonic Dreams
is a part of growing as an artist.
Yeah, that is part of it, definitely, because it's one of those ones where, like, I think that all three of us would have been able to make that video funnier now, but we went for it in like our first year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first Hollow Week. Like, unironically,
Oh,
when
oh
we
God,
play,
that's right, because it started the Sonic trend, the Sonic tradition. I feel like if we went back now, you and I would be able to figure out a way to handle the idea of pretending that it's legit for the first couple games in a more humorous fashion. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I look back at that, I think like, oh, there's a lot of potential there. You know?
Yeah.
I'll also throw in there was one moment very distinctively I can remember from that video that I remember thinking was bad, which is the giant, horrible Big the Cat in Rouge's uterus. And I can remember very distinctly trying my damnedest to fake some kind of doofy reaction. And I thought I could fake a funny reaction, and I really couldn't. And it just looks really bad and sounds really bad.
Although the one after it, when we back out of Rouge's pussy, like that was like I feel like that sequence of backing out from Big into the baby crib. I feel like that kind of sums up our characters on the channel. Like, I feel like that's when it was really cemented.
Oh, all I remember is some kind of abstract horror and disgust from my end. Am I good to guess that your reaction was laughing in a sadistic way, and Pink's reaction was just simply what?
Yeah, Pink was
Okay.
like Pink was panicked and confused. You were disgusted. I was laughing at the two of you. And
Yeah.
And I feel like that really summarizes the channel.
Was there any time, before we head off here,
Yeah.
was there any time where the shoe was on the other foot and one of us was able to, like, throw something your way that, like, either confused or disgusted or horrified you?
That's a good question. I mean, disgusted, not really. Like, unlike y'all, I can just turn that shit off. Like, there's so many things that I find disgusting in like, you know, in action that, like, I just have
If
to.
you weren't able to turn it off, Pink would be disgusting you all the time.
Kinda.
Like, that's the thing that occurs to me
too
sometimes
sexy.
when
I
Pink will
can't
start
handle
going
it.
like, well, there's that. But also, like, it's the thing that occurs to me with Pink being all the time like, oh, yeah, fat tits and fat asses. It's great. Yeah. And I'll think to myself when A's in the same call, because like me and Mike, whatever, we're both also heterosexual. And I don't think either of us quite prefer the same size as Pink. But generally speaking, whatever. We can still kind of get the appeal. Whenever it's you in the call, I'm always mentally, I'm a little bit like, what on earth would Addie's reaction possibly even be to some of Pink's antics? Like, beyond just the comedic, like, choosing to not have a reaction or choosing to answer in a comedic fashion, does, like, Addie's skin crawl a little bit that Pink's like, oh, yeah, Cammy, let's see what's going on there?
Nah, like, genuinely, I think the best way I can summarize my reaction to whenever Pink talks about characters like that is, like, literally, if I pulled up a picture of, like, a wolf dude and I went, like, this dude looks good, what would y'all feel? You would feel, okay, alright, that's his thing. That's basically my reaction to whenever Pink talks about that. It's just, you know, that's Pink. Whatever.
Like, that's true, yeah.
Like, you know, if
we've never gotten down to the point, like, we've never gotten down to the point of, like, anything that logically should make anyone too uncomfortable. No one's posted straight up furry porn, nor is conversely Pink just came in here like, hey guys, want to see my favorite fucking, you know, this? And it's like, oh, okay then.
Yeah.
I don't think Pink's never came in like, hey, did you guys see Nia Jax's camel toe? And it's like, oh, well.
I spent 3 hours yesterday yelling enhance at the computer.
And it did it, just like the movies.
I don't know. I prefer the idea of you impotently doing it and then us keeping at it for 3 hours.
Eventually it will work.
I do want to know, in terms of something that is probably going to be fairly disgusting for everyone but Pink. Pink, did you see that Nia thing with the sign at the house show?
Oh, yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah, that was, as soon as I saw that, I, for one thing, laughed. For another thing, I went, yeah, good on you, Nia. Fuck it, might as well just go for it. Nia always does.
Yeah.
The third thought that went through my head is Pink is going to see this clip and she's going to be very happy.
I was honestly shocked that GOG didn't post it in the wrestling thread and tag me.
Maybe if Nia was a tiny white girl.
That's true.
God can fight me all he wants. That man has a type.
It is the same as Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
No
also
wonder
like
he loves NXT so much. Sean books it directly for him.
better wrestling and small women.
What? Oh man, we need an alternative. What's the anti Shawn Michaels who instead he books bad women in small wrestling?
Vicky Guerrero. Get her a booking job somewhere. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, also it's a thing of like, it also depends on context. When Pink just says it earnestly, whatever. Pink doesn't really get explicit about stuff, so like, I don't really care. Sometimes he plays it up further for comedic effect, and like in those times I can just find it funny because like I laugh at shit like someone did an edit of All the Small Things by Blink-182, but instead it's All the Cum Things, and
oh no,
and it has really great lines like surprises let me know she comes, which really summarizes the relationship, doesn't it?
okay. Okay,
yeah.
I do want to note real quick.
Yes.
That no, actually, go ahead. We'll discuss this after the podcast ends.
All right. While I try to think of like me being like confused or whatever, I guess I'll also that like there is I do have a Pandora's box of topics hidden away where it's like I have no qualms about discussing this shit. Also, I will not talk about them unless prompted because psychic damage.
Yeah.
Like I do still filter the shit I talk about. It's just there's a wide net of what I find funny. Hmm. I don't know. Like, I guess it depends. Like, would you say, W, that your stuff, your role, I guess, on the channel is usually being disgusted or disappointed?
That or being loud.
Yeah. I mean, we all take turns being loud. So
I would say that on some level, our dynamic works around to a certain degree the differences among us, right?
yeah, the Amogus, yes.
And I would shut up. I would say one thing that always stands out to me is the difference in you are self-deprecative. I am arrogant. Pink is confident, right? I would say that's part of how our comedic dynamic works.
I suppose, yeah.
A lot of the jokes that we'll have will be you making fun of yourself or me sounding braggadocious and falling flat on my face, or Pink just being very silently, genuinely confident, especially when it's unearned. I would say Pink is very casual. I'm very aggressive. You're more. What's a way I can put this? Because I'm like,
Gay.
You don't have to. What? Gay?
Just randomly.
Just fill in all the boxes except self-deprecative on the one box. Name, gay. Gender, gay. Height, gay. Weight, gay. Eye color, gay.
Is it wrong though? Anyway, you were saying?
I think that Pink's a very casual guy, go with the flow. I tend to be more aggressive. And I think you're in kind of like a category of, if no one's going to say something, you'll say something. Other than that, you are more the type to do your own thing, but without vocally saying so, which does lead to humorous differences where I tend to announce what I'm doing. Pink tends to do whatever he's going to do in the background. You tend to do what you're going to do more subtly until it results in me or Pink noticing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, let's see. I'm very competitive. Pink is very not competitive. You kind of go with the flow depending on which one of us you're with. Because you're not very competitive around Pink, but you get more competitive around me.
Yeah.
Though you're still very natural and not very aggressively competitive, right? You're casually competitive. This might make sense. Like, comparatively, when me or Soon start getting into a competition, it only is a matter of time before we start shouting or cursing at each other, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Like, comparatively, like when you and me will get competitive about each other, about anything, it never really gets particularly aggressive. It usually is just that we'll be pretty silently competitive, and then you'll be better at most games.
I mean, that sometimes I do put up a smoke screen of just being randomly very aggressive in competitiveness, because I think it's funny to like be silent for 15 minutes and then I do something that I find bullshit in the game. Like I forget JoJo's. There's a clip in the latest best of JoJo's. You were playing as Kyoshiro or whatever the fuck his name is, the little bug fella. Yeah, and I was playing as Foo Fighters. And
did you call him Bug Fella?
Bug.
Pink, we found your new nickname.
the Guardian of Thickness, comma, butt fella.
Oh, we're like we're like old nobility. We're just collecting titles.
Yeah. Although Pink's decision to make a movie in 15 years called Strange Butt Fellows was kind of weird.
I think, now that you bring up that does call to mind, I think you and me can both be pretty aggressive towards strangers in public, like when we play online against strangers. You and me will both start cussing out enemies when we play games and getting a little bit crazy. Pink's very calm.
Yeah, true.
Pink's the one you kind of want as a teammate because he just makes call-outs and gives advice in a very reasonable fashion.
Oh no, he only does it so much. We played Overwatch recently, and Pink had some words to say about one of the enemy team, if memory serves.
Did I?
Why is this? This always happens when I'm not around. It's always when Pink is playing with someone else. You're talking about it now, and you've said before with Smite that at one point Pink was getting so pissed at somebody that was running away from him, he was saying like, "Get back here, bitch." And there was like the other day.
I remember yelling at Kali and calling her a bitch. I don't remember Overwatch. What did we do yesterday? Not yesterday. What did we do the other day?
I forget. We were playing roll queue, and I forget if you were cussing out the enemy team or one of our teammates. But it wasn't like calling them a bitch or whatever. But you did get more aggressive towards them than usual.
I wonder if I got that recorded. I don't remember if I recorded the session with you.
If you didn't, I probably did, but it's coming out in 2027, so like.
Yeah, I'll figure out what happens in 2027. But for now, I don't remember what I said or what I did in Overwatch.
It was either I forget if it was the enemy team. I don't remember who it was. If it was our team, then it was one of the other tank that you were talking about.
But I want to note, Mike also at some point said that like Pink got fairly angry in a DVD session the other day, and I'm thinking like, what am I just like the anger sink for Pink? Where if I'm around, like any anger in his body just resides off, like I'm a fucking heat sink at a computer. I can't imagine an angry Pink.
He has yet to
You
get
and I have both
actually
got
angry.
angry on recording. He never has.
Yeah. No, the angriest Pink has ever gotten was that one time he had to set up the stuff for Don't Starve Together. And that wasn't on recording.
Yeah, I do remember being especially angry that day for no good reason. That was completely uncalled for on my end, for sure. And I do have those Overwatch sessions recorded, so I will watch those back and figure out. Assuming I got that match recorded, because I don't think I recorded everything, but I definitely recorded some things. So I'll definitely have to watch those back and see what I was on about that day.
I just remembered that day that the four of us with Mike played, all four of us here on this call plus Mike, the invisible, the hidden, the secret, still locked fourth Shut Your Mouth Lounge podcast.
Yeah, it's the Vengeance.
We never unlocked him.
He's always muted, so we don't know what he sounds like.
There's still a silhouette on the character select screen there.
Yeah.
But either which way, that day we were playing with Mike, and Mike was getting real pissed at the game. We only played for like 1 or 2 matches after you left, Pink, because by that point, like the night was getting a bit long, and Mike was just continuing to be pissed. But that last match, Mike just honestly got so fucking mad. He went to the spawn room and went, "Fuck it, I'm covering up my eyes. I'm going to pick a random character." And he picked Tracer, and he got like a 7 kill streak, and said, "What the fuck?"
Amazing.
Now I'm on the. We should probably. I got laundry I need to get, but anyways, we got. Now we're on the note of like, oh well, Pink, you never get angry. Was there a time on recording? The Don't Starve thing, I remember Don't Starve was actually way more of a pain in the ass to set up than it had any right to be. I do remember that. And it's like, it's not that complex of a game.
But like, no, the reason...
We're just putting in playable characters.
Yeah, the reason Don't Starve was pain in the ass to set up is because they had you sign up to their account, and if you delete the account, you get IP banned.
Right, I remember that now. Yeah, that sucked. Like, we recorded a lot of Don't Starve and really only got a couple good moments out of it.
Yeah. Because like aside from every time that Goku accidentally set fire to the base, like it was a bunch of alright, go to the woods, walk, sticks.
Yeah.
and then eventually we either go back to camp or die, and then repeat.
Yeah. Don't Starve is like I think one of the most severe instances of a survival game where like they assume that either A, you are going to be willing to die a lot until you figure out what you're doing, or B, you read a fucking like tricks and tips guide.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, well, Goku never got angry on recording either. But Goku was always subtle, quiet, and insidious in the background. What was the angriest you got on recording, Addy? Because for me, I got my shit in at the start.
Episode 200.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was a rough one.
No, actually, never mind. If memory serves, I didn't actually have like a proper argument with Mike in episode 200.
Yeah, you just kind of snipped him in a way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. DBD, but I think that was off recording, so,
Was there not an episode of Smite where there was somebody that was being a real pain for you? Like,
No.
I feel like I remember somewhere around the time that you were becoming a Ratatosk main, that there was some particular session of Smite where there was one enemy god that was just relentlessly being a problem for you.
Nah, because think when I fucking see when I think of like when I got really pissed off like that I need to remember that I was like having tainted the actual session, and like I don't remember Smite actually ever getting to the point of like, oh, this person is being annoying, going into alright, I'm fucking having a bad time. Like even the DBD session that I'm talking about, for one, I'm pretty sure once again it wasn't on recording because that was before we started playing Arctic Phone. Like that's why that is the setup to soon writing Chill Addy to you saying die or whatever. Fuck off.
Right.
And like that also wasn't really the game, like anything in the game. It was just it's been 3 months of playing Dead by Daylight every day for 4 hours,
Yeah.
if not more. And so yeah, like that was that. But aside from that, like, when did I get the angriest? I can't really think of any other sessions or whatever that I can think of where it really tainted the recording. The angriest I probably gotten, like the most animatedly angry I probably gotten on recording was probably back in 2020 or so. No, before 2020. So 2017, 2019, that time frame. Before Assassin's Creed Odyssey released, or when it was the newest Assassin's Creed. That's probably when I got the most animatedly angry.
Yeah, I think as like just subtly like
What?
okay, sorry, I was reading something as I was okay.
Doctor looked at it and then his phone said "classy."
the I okay, no loss. Okay. I think as just a series of episodes where we're just generally miffed about something go. The ass creed ass something. Oh god. Okay, the Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey period of the Shut Your Mouth Lounge is up there. Oh god, there was something that at some point where I was pissed about something. I don't remember what.
People talking shit about Paradox or whoever, the people who make Total War.
Yeah. Before I stopped looking at the fucking social medias for that, that was pretty. That yeah. There's probably several periods of that actually. I had at least one podcast instance where I ranted about the Dead Rising sequels.
Probably. I feel like we all have had at least one session when we rant about sequels.
Pink? No, I don't. What would be one franchise, Pink, where you can recall like being rather vocal on the podcast is like one of the game here is good, sequel bad.
I have suggestions for possible answers if you need them.
Yeah, read them off to me. I'm drawing a blank.
Paper Mario. Because I remember us talking about that at least once. And we did make note of you did make note of how
Yeah,
the
I definitely
Paper
would have
Marios
made
are
note
worse.
that I'm not a big fan of the modern Paper Mario renditions for sure.
Mario and Luigi maybe.
I probably wouldn't have talked about those at any significant length.
True. Ultimate Alliance? Oh wait, you haven't played 3, I don't think. Or did you?
No, I played 3. Yeah, I don't think I would have mentioned disliking. Well, I would have definitely noted that I liked the first one a lot more than the second one, and then the third one is off kind of in its own little world because very different game from those first two. But yeah, again, a little similar to the prior Mario and Luigi, I don't think I would have mentioned them or made much note of them for very long because it's not something that would really require me to talk at length about my disdain for them.
I'm trying to think, but the problem is that like I know some of the game series where that's the general line, and I know that you like the sequels less, but I feel like your rant might have been about like some TV series or a movie.
Probably,
Like
yeah.
I feel like your one wasn't a game series. I think it was a Marvel TV series. It's hard to recall which one, to be honest.
Right.
We'll just say What If.
Yeah. Nobody liked What If.
It's getting a third season? Question mark.
Question mark. Just like the question mark that they put on the end of their What If title? My
Yes,
God, it's
the
all
same
connected.
one. All connected. He's here now.
It's all connected. He connected them. He's making those connections right now.
Yeah. I mean, the superheroes know that they have rights.
Superheroes don't have rights. What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous.
That's it. We need a civil war. Get the Iron Spider here.
I posted before in the comics thread, but one of my favorite dopey pieces of fan art ever made was Saul Goodman defending Magneto in court and saying, "Your Honor, my client is a proud family man and a Holocaust survivor." Both of which are accurate, but probably doesn't cover up for the things Magneto's done down here.
Saul Goodman defends Magneto. Your Honor, League of Legends.
Does the judge commit himself to death or the prosecution? The prosecution's like, wait, we're not the ones that are on trial here. Too late, League of Legends. Bang.
They never saw it coming.
Anyway. Where were we? We had a channel dynamics, I guess.
I gotta go get laundry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to wrap this one up. It's super late for me. I have to go to bed in like 30 minutes, so I really don't. We need to wrap it up now.
Nah, Pink. You're doing this podcast.
I can't leave.
You cannot click on that hang up button. It is illegal.
Yeah,
Don't come for me if I do.
You're gonna be doing this podcast while you work. Like that one time that Brendan joined while in the car.
Right.
Oh shit. Addie? Say bye.